So you're going to take your dough. If it's a little sticky, you can put some flour on the bench here because you don't want it sticking to the machine ideally, right? And you're going to cut it into quarters, so in half and then in half again. And work on it in those sections. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to try to just make it round and flat, as flat as we can get it by hand before we put it into the roller. This is the roller, and then there's two attachments to cut. You have the option of, I think it's fettuccine, which is a thicker noodle, and spaghetti, so whatever you guys decide to do. But you're going to have to roll it first. You'll see there's a 1, and it goes all the way to 8. So 1 is the widest, right? So you're going to start with 1, and you're going to run it through a couple passes, and then you're going to eventually tighten the roller and get it thinner and thinner. We'll stop around 7 or 8, depending on the thickness that we want. So I'll turn this bad boy on. Just on the first speed. You don't want it too fast or it'll tear. You drop it in and then catch it with your other hand. You want to hold it, you don't want to just drop the dough because it'll tear, just the tension on it will cause it to tear. Thank you. If you feel like it's getting a little too sticky, you can just add a little flour. All right, we're going to go, we're going to skip and go to 3. See how that works. Passes at 3. A little sticky. Then we're going to go jump to 5, do a couple passes. So like if you just wanted to make ravioli or some sort of a filling, you would this would be your sheet, and then you would lay it out and just fill it and cover it. So if we were doing that.
Try to add more flour.
But we're gonna make long pasta out of it. Pass at 5, and then we'll go to 7. I think at 7 we'll do 2 passes and stop there. That'll be thin enough. So this is where like your teammate can come in to help, like hold one end of it or catch it as it comes out. Ah, don't tear. We might want to stop at 5. Depends on how, like this dough is really a little moisture in it. So, worst case Ontario can fold it back together and run it back through. Don't freak out. It's going to be okay. We'll go back to 5. So we'll go to 5, 2 passes on 5, and then we'll stop so we're not. And then so you're going to do that 4 times basically. So you're going to want 4 sheets on your table at one time. So just make sure you coat them in some flour so they don't stick to the table and whatnot. So fast forward, we'll pick a size. See, this one has bigger, so this would be more like a fettuccine. And this is the spaghetti. I'm going to choose fettuccine. Right? So you put them, just so you know, you put them into here, kind of fits right in. Some of them have knobs, like a little black knob that you turn. But a few of them, the knobs they were plastic, so they broke off over the years. So you're just going to have to use little tweezers or pliers to tighten it, make sure it stays, or else it'll fall off mid dealio. Okay. All right. So say we have all 4 done. We're going to cut them. This is another part where you really want to hold it up here. If you lay it over, it'll tear. So then we have our little pasta drying racks. So you can just kind of string them along here. Because what we want is them to kind of get like a crust on them so that they, A, don't stick together, and B, we want them to dry out. I mean, when you get your pasta at the store, it's dried out, right? So.
Now, can you cook your pasta fresh like that? Or do
Yeah,
have
you
to
could
cook
go
it
right
yourself?
into the boiling water from here. If you were doing it at home, or if that's how we had it set up. Yeah, absolutely. So obviously the fettuccine noodle is going to be a little more stable. Your spaghetti noodle is tend to stick together. So if you want to go on the safe side, I'd pick fettuccine. But if you really want spaghetti, you can do that too. Okay. So you're going to do what I just did. You're going to do it 4 times, but roll all of it out first, so you don't have to change the attachment, 8 times. All right. So make sense? Cool. All right. So I don't need to do the rest of these. Somebody can use this station.
Am I
We
done?
got a station over there.